Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating heaven on earth, and the way that I do it is by creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is to get back up every time. You know, in life, man, it's like anybody can do well when things are going well, people, Everybody can, be focused. They can, go through the motions and just be well, you know? But it's like where life really happens and where life really takes place, people, is with your ability to face challenges, to get knocked down per se, to make mistakes, to fail, you know. And my encouragement for you today, people, because I believe that it's an invaluable skill to have, it is indeed priceless, is your ability that no matter how many times you get knocked down in life, you get back up, people. You literally stand back up, put your head high, and get on it, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it really is a priceless skill to have, and it's something that's gonna take a lot out of you as far as practicing, And it's like the people that really decides to face the challenges of life, it's not pleasant, obviously. That's why most people don't do it, you know what I mean? Most people don't do it because it's definitely not pleasant. It is extremely uncomfortable, but it's like you can't avoid that though, because it's like that's where all the lessons lies, is that when you face the challenges that you're dealing with, no matter how it makes you feel, it's like what that does for you, people, is that it actually is growing you, is that you're being forged in fire. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that are great leaders of this world, it's not because they just woke up one day and they're great people. They're great leaders because they've dealt with a lot of challenges and they've been able to overcome them every single time. And it's more of a mindset thing that you have to develop, and that's why I'm sharing this with you, is that you have to realize that quitters never win and winners never quit. The question you got to ask yourself is, who are you? Are you a winner or are you a quitter? You know what I'm saying? And really and truly, that's a question that you got to really ask yourself and face whatever that answer is. And even if you have been a quitter up until now, at least now that you know that that's the situation, then now you have a choice, people. You can either choose to be a quitter again, or you can rise to the occasion, rise to the challenge, and choose to move forward regardless of even whether you know how to move forward or not. It's like, well, action, moving forward, progressing, you know what I'm saying? And challenging yourself to find solutions to your problems, man. Because, there's an old saying is that for every problem, I learned this back, I think in 2001, is that there's 10 solutions to every problem. See, most people, they'll try the obvious thing they've always tried and maybe go one more, and then they give up. People, I draw my inspiration when it comes to that from Colonel Sanders, the guy that started KFC chicken. This man, I remember the story when I heard it back then. He literally had to go. He had this beautiful concept, and he literally had to deal with 1,000 rejections, man, for people who believe in his vision to actually invest and help him launch his business. I mean, that to me, man, is like a tenacity and a drive that I haven't really seen or heard of anybody else that have done it like that. But I'm just saying, For you to dress up every single day, go to every single bank there is and trying to get this loan, people, investors, and saying, look, man, I got a great concept, and getting no after no after no. Most people would have quit after 5. And to be honest with you, even for myself at the time when I first heard it, before I gained this knowledge, I would have quit maybe, what, 50, 100? I mean, pick a number. This man went through 1,000 people, you know what I'm saying, to present his idea before he had his breakthrough. So I want you to join that same inspiration today, people, because it's like that's what it's going to take for you to attain the goals and visions you have. And especially for those people that are spiritual, that are on their spiritual journey of enlightenment and really connecting with the Spirit of God that's in you. Because to really connect, man, the price is you must go through the pain. You must really heal yourself. And healing yourself is going through the pain, people. You have to go through the pain. There's no shortcut to this. You have to heal yourself, man. You know, that's the only way you really and truly will be aligned with the Spirit of God that's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why most people would rather go through the ritual of just showing up for church or reading the Bible and doing the regular routine stuff versus doing the hard work that is necessary, because it's much easier to do the other option and live the illusion that you're connected with God. Listen to me, man. I just want you to stay encouraged, people. I want you to stay encouraged, stay highly motivated, stay persistent out here, man. I don't care how many times you got knocked down. Always remember Colonel, KFC Colonel. You know what I'm saying? Remember, this man got rejected 1,000 times and still kept going. I mean, literally, that must have took years worth of rejection, day in, day out, day in, day out. I mean, this man probably got evicted out of his place because he couldn't pay his bill. I mean, who the heck knows, man? You know, most successful people are people that accomplish a lot. People take what they have for granted, man. You know, Tyler Perry slept in his cars for months. Steve Harvey, you know, when I heard him tell his story, he talked about how, you know, he used to dodge the bill collectors, and, you know, just everybody have been through their share of challenges, people. And I just want you to stay encouraged today, because, you know, that's the price you pay, man. That is indeed the price you pay, is you must be willing to do the work that is necessary, and the work is facing your challenges head on, man. And no matter how many times you get knocked down, people, you can either choose to lay down, stay down, or get back up. I am inspiring and motivating you today to always choose to get up, man. Get on up. All right. Anyways, man, shout out to Jamaica, man, who is the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who is the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean and the African diaspora worldwide. You know, people, last night, man, as I do my usual prayer, I was having the downloads in the morning. Every morning, I wake up between 1 and 5, and I get up and I pray. Naturally, without a alarm clock, this happens. And as I was praying, the download I was receiving today is it's about Black Americans, man. I want to highlight this here. I was watching some videos, I think it was yesterday during the day, on YouTube and social media, and this African guy, these African people was talking about how Black Americans don't have any culture. Let me share this with you, man. I've been in this country since '95, so at this point I've been here about almost 30 years. And I want to first and foremost acknowledge that there's such greatness in this country because of Black people. You know, the stuff we take for granted as immigrant that comes into this country, we're here because we stand on the shoulders of the Black Americans that have paid with their blood, man. You know, for us to be here, whether it's slavery that they've went through, whether it's the Jim Crow era, whether it's the civil rights movements, whether it's mass incarceration back in the early 90s, and just regular discriminations, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people have been through a lot, man. And if you ask me, you know, outside of Jamaica, I say I believe they're one of the most resilient people on this planet Earth. You know, it's like at least for people in the Caribbean and Africa, you know, after colonialism, we actually gained our independence and we have our own country, we have our own flag, we have our identity, we have our pride. You know, these people in this country, man, have literally created something from nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even though they still don't control the governments and so forth and the system as a whole, they still have managed to create the freedom that we enjoy, man. And I felt offended hearing those people talk like this, because at the end of the day, people, like I share with you, man, and I'll definitely be including the diaspora conversations a lot more moving forward, not just here in the U.S., but I know it's a lot of that going in Brazil also. There's the same racism, man, that we have experienced, you know, here in the U.S. I mean, they experienced it there and all the other countries around the world, man. It's like something else I kept seeing, man, is that when I kept saying that, you know, in the spirit, how he talks about those that have been last shall be first and those that are first shall be last. Here's what I tell you, people. Black people, I don't care what country you've been in, whether it's the Caribbean or Africa, for a majority, a portion of I won't say existence, but over the last 400 years, is that, you know, we're made to feel like we are less than, you know? And so in other words, we have been last up until now. And what I kept receiving and seeing in the download last night, people, is that, you know, again, those that are last shall be first. People, black people across this world, this is our time to rise, you know? God have uniquely made me, my experience have shaped my perspective because I've lived it, people. I am Jamaican first, yes, but I'm also a black man, and not just a black man, but a black man that grew up in this country, USA. And I know what it felt like to have experienced racism and all those other things, man. But what I tell you is this: it is indeed our time to rise. And for us, black people across this world, we don't have the luxury, man, of perpetuating the systems that was forced upon us. We can't be the ones that is here perpetuating division, man. And I rebuke that in the spirit right now, and I will always defend this moving forward, is that, you know, we are indeed one body, man. And the more we get to unite, the more we start to speak life into each other, then the better things will be for us, you know? The only way we bring about the greatest prosperity period in the history of this world is that we have to unite, people. We have to support each other, man. We have to encourage each other, inspire each other, do business with each other, love each other unconditionally, have compassion for each other, man, you know? And, you know, I definitely want to say this part too. I mean, obviously being the blueprint, I'm the blueprint for any and everybody, regardless of your race. But again, I have a unique experience, and I know how I know how black people feel because I've lived it. You know what I'm saying? So I could speak with a unique perspective, man. And all I know is I will definitely continue to elevate the consciousness of us collective across the world. And I would definitely keep on speaking about things that I see that need to be addressed, man, as we learn and figure out how to unite, because we've been divided for over 400 years, people. And I didn't expect it to be easy, but I would definitely keep highlighting things that I see that must stop. It's the same thing between the Caribbean islands too, man. It's like, you know, this whole bashing between other countries. And all I'm saying, man, is that bottom line is we know what the heck unity looks like. We need to start practicing that, man. Get busy doing that, because your blessing is directly tied to that. Nobody, listen to me, nobody is coming to save us, man. We must save ourselves. And that's what I'm here to do, man, is to unite us, man. Unite us. I've already included the diaspora. We are united. We are gonna practice that every single day, people, because our blessing is directly tied to that, man. But I want us to just really work on that, people, and don't take what we have for granted, man. Even being in this country, I'm very grateful to have been here. This country has provided me with a lot of opportunities, and I'm blessed to be here, you know. I love Jamaica. Jamaica is always going to be my heart, and you know, I'm looking forward to moving back down there. But at the same time, appreciate the blessings I've had. That's what I'm here doing right now. I appreciate the Black Americans that I know and their experience, because again, because of them, I have the privilege that I have right now. And I think for anybody else that is an immigrant here, especially people that are black, I want you to realize that we're standing on the back of Black Americans, man. They on their shoulders. They're the ones that are propping us up and helping us to be here and to enjoy the privileges that we have. I wanted to take the time to do this today because I think it's very necessary. My declarations over your life, people: number one is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life. People, my prayer for you today, man, is that the Spirit of God that's inside of you will continue to lead you and guide you, man, shape you and mold you to be the most amazing version of yourself that you can possibly be. I want you to start to realize the power that you have inside of you and start practicing using that on a daily basis. Blessings on to y'all and y'all family, man. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk tomorrow.